These are government issue markers that are provided free of charge for the deceased by the Veterans Administration. Each one stands 24 inches above the ground. They're made of about 230 pounds of Vermont marble. But if you look on the driver's side of the vehicle, a lot more variation among the grave markers. Many of these are privately funded markers. They're paid for by family and friends of the deceased. As of December 2017, privately funded markers no longer allowed at Arlington due to space and maintenance concerns. We are headed up to the gravesite of President John F. Kennedy with the Eternal Flame. In March of 1963, President Kennedy made an unannounced visit here to Arlington, stood out in front of Arlington House, looked out over the cemetery and the city, and he remarked on the beautiful view, "I could stay here forever." 8 months later, he is assassinated in Dallas, Texas. His family originally planned to have him buried in his home state of Massachusetts. Once the story of his visit here and the words that he said reaches widow Jacqueline, it's decided he'll be laid to rest here at Arlington instead, near where he took in that beautiful view. On the passenger side of the vehicle, we're passing by a tall hill. Arlington House is at the top of the hill. You probably can't see it through the trees. What you will be able to see is a flagpole. Flagpole approximates where President Kennedy stood when he made those remarks. As we come to the bottom of the hill, we're going to be crossing over a walkway again on the driver's side of the vehicle at the crest of the hill. Right-hand side of the walkway, that grove of trees contains the sarcophagus of Captain Robert Todd Lincoln, the only child of President Abraham Lincoln to survive into adulthood, served as our Secretary of War in the later part of the 1800s, and was present at the assassination of two of our presidents, President Garfield and President McKinley. Passenger side of the vehicle, this area often called Supreme Court Hill. Large number of Supreme Court justices laid to rest here, including William Rehnquist, Warren Burger, Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr. Past a large memorial that says Weeks on the passenger side, 2 rows behind it, a dark granite marker for Thurgood Marshall, the first African American appointed to our Supreme Court. At the top of the hill on the passenger side, the large house among the trees is Arlington House. The low gray stone wall on the hillside below it marks the final resting place of President Kennedy with the Eternal Flame. His wife Jacqueline buried next to him. They are flanked by 2 infant children. Nearby are the graves of his brothers, Robert and Edward, both of them United States Senators, and a memorial marker for their oldest brother, Joseph, who lost his life in the skies of Europe during the Second World War. His remains never recovered. We're going to be coming into our stop for the Kennedy gravesite. To reach the gravesite, you're going to head straight back behind the vehicle. You're going to see a set of stone steps. At the top of those steps, take a left. Follow the pathway up to President Kennedy's gravesite. We come around about every 15 minutes. Please watch your